Sunfall here for a guide for Paratopic. This game has no save feature and must be completed in a single setting. All the achievements won't unlock until you complete it. That entire setting, I mean. So for this first one you want to push up twice, so that's 1 and 2. And then you want to push right. Then you want to push up 4 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get you. How about I give you the finger? It's a conversation required achievement. Now we're just gonna wait for him to walk away slowly. I understand there are no achievements till the end of your game, but to not allow you to save and make you play the entire game and you're forced to play it twice to get all the achievements. I'm not saying it's not something that shouldn't be tried, I'm just saying that this game failed at it because if you wanted to do something that day, say for example if some emergency came up, it's not exactly like you could just quit and then leave. You've stuck playing the game. There's got to be some give and take, even allowing you just to have one save, or what I'd like to call a bathroom save, you know? A bathroom save is my idea of like this. If you haven't loaded the save in say 5 hours, it deletes itself. I just say I had some time to go do some stuff. But unfortunately this game, no save at all, so we have to put up with cutscenes that we can't skip, conversations that may or may not interest you, it's up to you. I'm totally an outdoors woman. You can just hear it in my voice. We want to pick up the bullets, the gun, and more bullets, and then load that chamber. Now we have to do another thing where we push up 6 times, so that's 1. I'm counting to help you guys out. 2, 3 will be the next one. I got a bit eager then. 3, there we go. 4, 5, and 6. Now we will hit right on the D-pad. There we go, and now up again 3 more times. So that's 1, look at his face. Ooh, that's distracting. 2. And 3. You got a bit of block on you there, sir. Alright, let's go into this room. Hot food. Yes, please. And that is the intro. Now we get another fun segment. This game is full of them. Push the elevator button. It doesn't save you much time, but it saves you a bit of time, and put out the cigarette. The reason why I did that is because at least then you've got something to do, because there is absolutely nothing to do while we wait for this elevator, other than complain about how goddamn slow this elevator is. I mean, they could have at least done something in it. Made the window go down a little bit more so you could see some of the landscape. Or even, I don't want to mention it I'll mention it later, once we're at that segment so I don't ruin it for you, but I'll mention what they should have put out the front of the window as sort of like an Easter egg towards the game itself. That would have been cool. Alright, when the elevator gets about halfway, you can just start walking towards the middle there. And eventually you'll push yourself through when the doors open enough. You still have to wait for the doors, unfortunately. It's not like an instant, but it saves you a little bit of time. And now that we're upstairs, we want to head right. Then right again. Interact with this. We want to head left and follow it straight. And there'll be a woman to our right, and we want to head left. On the first door that we see. This door here. Now you need to turn on the light. It's not an option, I tried not to. and then interact with the case. This will start up another conversation, and we want to hit right first. Then we want to hit up 8 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Finally got through that. Alright, now we hit right. Now you want to walk up to her window, but hold the RT button and be careful of your left and right. Because this next segment will start hearing. And she is a Silent Hill woman. We will be in a driving segment, so you want to make sure RT is held down. And tap the left and right, so that way you don't hit any railings, because you've got to have it going straight away. You cannot stop. If you hit any other buttons, you will void an achievement. If you hit the railings, you will void an achievement. And it is a long driving section, and there is 3 parts to it that we have to do. I'll try and warn you for all 3, so that way you're prepared. If you do happen to hit a railing, just go ahead and smash the car against the railing as much as possible. There's another achievement for that, hence why another playthrough, so at least you'll get something. But the main focus is not crashing the car at all. So try and stay awake. I know it's difficult because unfortunately there is not much. I'll give them points though. They did make a very nice environment, like considering what the game style is for this driving section. It is really well done. It's just unfortunate there wasn't much to it. It's literally just driving. There's not even a cool little dice hanging from our mirror. At least the sunset's pretty in the background there. The blocky sunset. You're going to be sticking with me for this driving section for a couple of minutes. It's actually extremely long, and hopefully I can keep you awake on this cruisy ship. But in seriousness, yeah, you just got to make sure you don't hit any walls, keep tapping left and right. I found trying to stay where the lines were seemed to put me in the middle the most, but it was hard when I was turning corners to try and keep that. You don't want to go too much to the left, you don't want to go too much to the right, you want to stick to that middle part. So as long as I could keep those lines in the middle, it was smooth sailing. Fortunately, the buildings aren't even that colourful. Like, that would have given you something, but I guess it distracts you from the driving, so maybe it's a good thing that it's so boring. You can focus on driving rather than crashing. Some fluffy dice or something on my dash would be nice. Even a car freshener, you know, everyone has a car freshener in their car. Just makes it smell nice. I prefer bubblegum. It's the best smell ever. But I have a sweet tooth, so that's why I prefer it. The lighting's really good though. I'll give them that much. Like the lighting from the lamps and stuff actually give you good lighting. It's just a shame that you can't really tell what kind of position your car is in the whole time. Like a nice shadow or something could have helped, but you just have to wing it and hope that you're doing it right. Now, the driving section's finally over, and we're at the next part. So the next part, we want to hit down and then up twice. I was a bit slow on telling you that. Sorry about that. And now right, and then up. It was hard to get my notes up. That's why I was a bit slow. Left, you can say any, but I prefer left. And then up. Now, you want to walk away and go to the vending machine. Don't continue the conversation, don't push up. Just turn around and start walking towards the vending machine. Interact with the vending machine. And once it shakes, then you can move on.
I can go with you.
And here we go. Right again. So that's right twice. And up 3 times. So that's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Not saying it's aliens. This is where you can just push anything. I'm trying to get him to end the conversation as soon as possible, so you can copy my prompts or you can try your own. For this part, you want to walk out into the darkness. Just get swallowed alive. And again, walk out to the darkness. Now you can interact with your case. Grab the camera and look, it's no longer dark. Magic. Now we'll be taking pictures of birds, but I want to tell you about a pink bird. Now we have to get a photo of a pink bird. This bird isn't part of the other birds. It's a special achievement bird, but the birds we got to take photos of are achievement birds too. That's the pink bird. You want to try and get it as soon as it appears in that section. And I got it the first go, but I'll show you a few other spots that you can get it, but you want to get these crows. So that's 1. And if you want the pink bird, there's a few spots, but keep trying, you will get him. He just flies away a bit. There's another crow just up here. As soon as it turns green, that means you got the photo. So that's 2 crows. And there's a third one there. We just saw another one fly into that tree. So that's another crow. So we've already got 4 crows. We're doing really good. Now we want to go to this shed. And we want to go to this door. You want to interact with this door. And then you want to leave. You'll hear a sound. You want to walk back in. And then you want to go down these stairs. Once you open the door, you have to interact with it twice, I think. And then you want to go down here. To turn these on, you have to open this box here. Click the first one, up, the 2 next to it down, and that's it. You don't have to touch the 4th. Then you interact with the buttons on the computer kind of thing. I don't know if you have to watch this cutscene or not, because you can move around and stuff. I just did, so that way it will register in case. The reason I looked up with the camera is occasionally you can get a bird through the bunker somehow that's sitting on a tree. It goes green sometimes, but this time it didn't. Maybe because I've got one of them already. The supervisor will brief you in more detail after this message. Sounds like an infomercial. I mean, it is sunny outside, so it's pretty bright. Now we can leave the bunker. Yay! That was fun. We can take some more photos of birds. See the pink birds down there now as well? These are the spots it goes to. That was our 5th bird. And here will be our 6th. There we go, 6 birds. I've got the photo of the pink bird, but I'm still showing you the spots it lands to try and help you. But I will be warning you, there will be another car segment coming up. I will warn you when I get closer to the shift change, because this game just changes straight into it. No warning or anything, so you have to hold down RT, so that way you don't get caught out. Pedal to the metal. And there we go, the bird's gone for good. I mean, I wonder if you could probably inch yourself towards the edge of the map and work it out, maybe. I decided to walk in the river because, you know, why not? You want to go on the right here, not the left. On the mountain path. I actually walk slower when I get closer to the destination, so that way you can see where it is. But you want to hold RT now. And see right here. This will activate. Ready? Car section. Make sure you don't hit any of those walls. It's like the crane game. Grab the toy, make sure it does not drop. I don't know how many people have actually played the crane game. But I just thought it was a good reference because it's all about, well, it's probably 50% luck, and that's what this is. Then the rest is about being determined enough to do it. This one's a little bit more interesting to a degree because there's those signposts, but unfortunately you can't really read them. I mean, it's just bright lights that kind of annoy you and distract you. The signposts. Would have been cool if there was like something on them that we could actually read. Oh, now I can see what I was thinking about with the elevator too, since we're in this long driving section. So with the elevator, what would have been cool is if they had to put the window down the bottom, like not as high up as it was, and you could see in the distance the parking lot with the car you're planning on driving. That would have been good, because it would have been not so much an Easter egg, but a reference to what you'll be doing in soon. You know, something like that, something not so different, but kind of cool at the same time. Plus, you could have checked your car out from the outside rather than just the inside, which I thought was kind of cool. It gets trickier as we're driving because there's curves and stuff, so you gotta really try and pay attention. The flashing on the dash gets really annoying, and what it actually is, I think I interact with it during the second playthrough, so I won't spoil it, is something. It does do something, which I'll give them props for again. They did a lot of work on this game, and it is a really interesting game. It's just unfortunate that it has a few flaws, like not being able to save is one of my biggest things. Like I said, even a toilet save where after like 5 hours it deletes. If you don't load it up, would have been good. Because this driving section, you can't pause. You can't take it off RT. So if you need to pee, you know, I hope you like holding it. I mean, it's only a few minutes, but that's still a few minutes you gotta hold, and that's not nice. Very, very long driving section. It does get darker as you drive, which is kind of cool. But I like the other sunset. Okay, we're in it now. Get your camera out because the pink bird is right in front of us. This is the section I was telling you about where you can try and get some good shots of it. See, as it flies away, you can try and get some shots. That's if you couldn't get it in the last section. Even though I had the picture, I wanted to show you how it was done. So we gotta follow this train set, I guess it is. Yeah, it's like a train track, not a train set. It's not a toy. Well, I mean, it's a big toy, so to a degree, it's a toy. There's a camera there, and another camera there. Yeah, that's a camera. Thought it might be a speed camera, but this is where the tracks are destroyed and shipping containers laying about everywhere. The pink bird is up ahead as well, so if you didn't get that shot on the perfect one, you can try again here. But we'll be heading left, so I'm going to be ignoring the bird this time. There was some weird film there. I think that's to create fog. But it just looked like a spider's web of film. See? In front of us. Or a sticky tape. Yeah, it looks like sticky tape a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah, the clear stuff. You want to walk up this pathway here? And then we're on to the next bit. You want to look down at the ground in a sec, because there is something we need to flip. You can see it coming up right now. Look down. And flip. No trespassing. There is person waiting for us, so we're finally gonna meet someone. Yay! And they're gone. Get ready, there to be a driving section right now. Hold RT while moving backwards. This one is the worst. It immediately puts you in. That's why I said hold RT. Get that left and right ready. This is the last driving section, thankfully. So if we can nail this, you're golden. Because then you can just have fun in the next one and not actually worry too much about trying to be perfect. This one has some pretty brutal turns. I will warn you about that. And it gets very dark, which makes it really hard to tell. Because I feel like I'm really close to the right. I'm sticking to the white lines like I told you guys. But I feel like I'm really close to the right. And the left, I can't even see the left on my left, which makes no sense to me. I can see it in front of me on my left, but not on my left window. I don't know if the car's dirty or something. Because I can just make out like a little bit of it. But yeah, there is really hard. It is really hard, this one, in telling how close you are to both, and it goes up and down as well, not just left and right. But if I can do it, you can do it. I believe in you guys. I feel like we're heading out to the factory outlets and stuff like that, because it's just like a dead-end area where all the work is put in the town that no one wants to see. Or maybe it's just because it's loud, no one wants to hear it. I don't actually know myself. That's one of those oil rig kind of things, so yeah, we're out in the boonies at least, I know that much. This is a long game, but by the end of it, you'll have most of the achievements. I tried my best to get as many in one run as I possibly could, and then make the second run just a mop-up. And if you stick with me for both runs, you'll be pretty happy with your results. This is the down sections I was talking about. Look how steep that is. And then the up section, it's like a freaking roller coaster. It's like, oh, how close am I? That up section is probably worse than the down section. At least the down section you can kind of see. The up section is just like no view whatsoever. section. Could have had some interactables. Here we go, we're finally talking to this guy again.
I can go with you.
Again, we don't have to say anything for this part specific. If you follow what I say, I'm pretty sure I worked out the fastest way to get this conversation over with, but I can't confirm it.
It's so low powder again.
Well, if he says drugs, maybe, if you're into that. I can tell you right now, buddy, I am not.
It's so cold. Oh, listen, it's not so cold.
You two drive safe now, and we don't even respond with you two. You want to make sure you get a headshot with this guy. So let him back all the way up. That'll get you the perfect shot. And then blammo! Put the tape in. An instant replay. Blammo! Another tape. Blam! Instant replays. Another tape. And now we're at this section again, and our security friend has metamorphed into like a half human, half TV guy. What are you seeing, friendo? And now we're at the section with the train tracks again. I was almost going to say train set again. This one sort of skips every now and again, so just be aware of that. So yeah, it just like throws you into the sort of next section. I guess they didn't want to make you walk all that way, which is good of them, considering. I'll give them points for that, you know. If you had to walk the whole thing again and there's no saving and you've seen it all already, it's just like, what? Pick up the camera. And that is the first run of this game done. Completo.
Well, let's leave maximum web mail. 18 web mail. Girl, did he read? Mount? You mount bomb. That's good.
I mean, she did look like a ham sandwich hanging on that pole.
I'll web my one out of my baby. Well, what was up? What's your name? Mount? Mount? Mount?
And now we have to wait for the credits. I was gonna say the cuts. The credits. Would have been cool on the second playthrough if like there's like hidden special things that they added since you were playing it for the second time. Like that monster, the third car section. Just see him out in the distance watching you from the map, on like taking pictures of the birds or something. Because you've played the game, you know what he's gonna do. You know, it would have been interesting. Something to think about. I play games so many times, so I have ideas. Probably none of them ever good. I like they use glitches. Additional ranks too. 'Cause of the camera. Be seeing you, friendo. Now for our reward. What we've all been waiting for. "18 achievements. I think I nailed it pretty well for us. Literally, the next section we do, the next playthrough, is just for 2 achievements. Yeah, we one-shotted that guy. It was just a freaking boom headshot, you know. That's the driver one that we wanted, and the pedal to the metal. And this one, race to the border. Okay, we can return to the main menu. And it's second playthrough time. After I adjust some settings. By some settings, I mean no settings. I must have been wanting to look at something. Ah, there we go. More achievements are still popping.
Let's go.
And now this guy, we can just say whatever we want. Doesn't matter.
Let's go.
I'm still getting achievements too from the other one, so... hopefully that's the last one. It's not. Since it's the second playthrough, I'm having a look around. May as well. See, even that wall on the right could have been taken down and that guy just staring at you. Something ominous, you know, make it a little bit more interesting for the second playthrough. We have to watch the, I assume it's a crow, but I could be wrong. There's some games where the animal that they want doesn't look like the animal, and so people say they want an animal. But I'm pretty sure because of all the birds, it's a crow. I'm just away there. Did my hike go okay? Well, I am an outdoors woman, so it must have. And look, the second crow comes to join. Alright, pick up the bullets and the gun, and load them into the chamber again. Let's get ourselves a free burger after this conversation. Again, you can say whatever you want. I'll be telling you the one conversation that does now. I can tell you right now, it's the Silent Hill, the one that turned into that plant. No matter what you say, you gotta look at his blocky face. It's like, dude, have you not heard of personal space? Let's get ourselves a free burger. We'll be in that elevator again. Just want to hit the button. Put out the cigarette because, like I said, there is nothing else to do. This is why I said this mirror should have been down more on the ground so you can see through it. Like, I can angle myself so I can see some buildings into the distance, but nothing interesting. Hell, I wouldn't have even minded a poster that just said, "Hang in there, kitty." Or "This will take some time," and just had a picture of a clock. Something funny. I could have laughed at that. I guess they were going for a mood, though. But instead they just bring out my impatience. Like, look how slow that is. All in all, this is a really well designed game though. Like, it's very solid. Give them that much. I don't really have any dislike towards this game except for the fact that I can't save. The one playthrough thing does annoy me. Other than that, they get top 20s. So we don't have to go right this time, we can just go left straight away. This is the lady we want to talk to. We'll be getting in it. Well, we won't be getting it, but we'll be setting up an achievement soon. So you want to turn on your little thing, you want to interact with the box, and boom, talking scene. We want to hit right twice. So that's 1, 2, then up 3 times. No. Yeah, up 4 times, sorry, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I was looking at the wrong notes. And you want to push down, and then up twice. At least I didn't say the wrong button, I just said the wrong amount. And driving section. And now we can just hit the rails. Bam, bam. My car's going to be going into the body shop. You don't have to try and be perfect driver or anything. I do recommend still holding RT for these sections because you want to get through them as fast as possible. But I mean, now you can just cruise along if you didn't get it the first go and just relax, chill out, hit some rails. You can't hit any other cars or people because there is none. Thank God there's no other cars. Could you imagine trying to get around other cars during this section? I mean, it feels like our car takes up the whole entire road. For now, I'm just driving. I'm not hitting the railings because it takes forever. But if you want to make sure you get it by keep hitting the railings, go for it. You've only got to do it 5 times. Pretty sure. See, the window on the left, this time, is actually showing you what's on your left, whereas the last time, when I was pointing it out during that driving section, your window wasn't really doing anything. Because you couldn't see the railing going past you. Like, it was much dirtier. So I do think it was dirt they added to it, which is kind of cool. But annoying at the same time since you've got to drive and not hit things. Still want my fluffy dye. Or my air freshener that smells like bubblegum. I'll take either. Car needs one. Where's the car's hood ornament as well? Anyway, let's interact with this
let's
thing,
look
like I
out.
said. And look, we
Was it
have
echo?
radio.
What we call it? Yeah, it's a cool little paw. And it's
That's
a
what that
call I've
glowing
been
button
thinking
was the
of
whole
call.
time. A
It's
radio.
Never
Can you
call.
believe that?
And every time. And a swallow call. It's the whole galaxy. When? No, it's a cold. It's cold.
We don't even see our feet on the pedals, like-
Cold right now. And,
That's impressive.
A total brand came out.
Maybe we're using a brick. Just holding it down. As you can see, I'm having a bit of fun just swinging the car back and forth, drifting it basically. You may as well have some fun this run because there ain't much else to do. And here we go, we're in this section. We've done our talking bit, by the way, so we don't need to worry about that. And we've gotten the second achievement, which is hitting the car on the railing. So we don't need to worry about that either. So now we just have to get on with things. I try and get through the conversations as fast as possible for you guys. I mean, that's if you're still with me. If you didn't end the video right now, I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you did. But I'll try to be entertaining to those who stayed, because I appreciate you.
It's so old, again. Oh, Gordo, when you oh, listen, let's go.
Guess I should mind my own business. Open the case, grab the camera, daylight. At least if you miss any achievements too, because I've guided you on the first one, you'll be able to get them, but hopefully you followed my guide so you don't miss any. I tried my best to make sure you got pretty much every single one you could during the one playthrough. And there's the pink birdie again. The pink birdie was kind of cool, I do admit. I did like that. You know, something different. Now we don't have to go to the bunker, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just running. I don't remember if you need to take pictures of birds or not, or if that was just for the achievement, but I'm going to ignore it and hope that I'm right. It's good that we did the bunker and everything, because we can just literally cut off a huge section. The first playthrough's the slower one, the second playthrough's the faster one, because we can pretty much just speed run as much as this game allows us to do. Like, if I knew any glitches or tricks to get us through faster, I would use them. Like, not taking pictures of the birds, I'm pretty sure is not a requirement, so to me that's a trick, so I'm using it. Because it's a requirement for the achievement. That's all. It's a very linear game, which is good. Doesn't really require much. Except for that one achievement with the driving section. But you just gotta keep the pedal to the metal. And here we go, next driving section. Boom. Hit some railings if you want. Turn on the radio. Or just drive like your life depends on it. Some people like to drive. You know, be out in the open road. I like to drive in video games. That's about as open road as I get. I'm fiddling with the radio some more. You can change the station if you click on that button. Gives you different things.
They understand like that's your reach.
Still can't read those signposts. I try and swivel the camera around so you can see stuff. As you can see, we've got a gun next to us. I am hitting railings while I'm looking. It doesn't matter though, as I said. If you've done the original, you don't have to worry if you hit railings. But I wanted to show you there's some cool stuff in the car if you actually take the time to look around. I mean, driving around with the gun in the passenger seat ain't good for the passenger though. I wouldn't touch it because then my prints are all over it. I know what you're trying to do. I'll walk, thanks. I still was trying to read the signs, but I just can't make them out, unfortunately. I think one of them says bar, but I'm not sure. This is the second driving section, so we still got one more driving section to go. I was trying to think, I'm like, is this the third one? Are we done? No, we still got one more. I forgot that this was the second one, because the second one's the one that activates when you walk on the mountain. The third one's the one that activates when you get attacked. I memorize all this and write it down. That's why sometimes when I'm saying what buttons to push for you guys, you'll hear me be a bit slow. It's because I'm reading my notes. I will, what I'll do is I'll put it in the description as well. So that way you've got them written down. And if I put them in the order I was telling you how to do them, you should be able to read what I've written down anyway. We got this long walking section again. Reminds me of one of those movies where the kids used to walk on the train tracks. I'm still walking. That camera, because of the tree moving as well, because they've done really well with the wind, you actually see the trees move, and because the camera's sort of bent, it looks really trippy, that spot in particular, whenever I look at it, and I'm just sort of a little tripped out by it. So now we got to go up this footpath again. I appreciate anyone who stuck with me through this video and watched the whole thing. I really do. I hope you know you feel appreciated. I work hard to try and give you guys the best commentary I can. Flip the sign over because it's always fun to flip a sign over. I don't need to stop or anything though. Try and do it while you're walking to be cool. And then this time, we know the driving section's coming again. I like to walk backwards so we can grab it from behind. And as our last driving section, yeah, turn on the radio and just chillax, find a good station. Grab some fries, drink some milk,
it's one of the girls
just enjoy the night away.
Take the ball, and I go.
Hey, where'd my gun go? Somebody took my gun. One of those neon signs looks like it just says 3. It's like 3 red lines and that's it. The only thing that I am disappointed, the sky doesn't really look like it's moving at all. It would have been a bit cooler if it sort of like shifted a little bit. Like the road is really well done. Like it feels like I'm actually driving and the landscape and everything is moving, but the sky just sort of feels still. Maybe if the color had shifted a little bit every now and again, or if there was something like, I don't know, if there were some birds or something, because we're taking photos of birds. It really could have been, you know, had some birds and they slowly disappear in the background or something like that. That would have been cool. Again, just throwing out ideas, you know. I think about things a lot. At least once we've done this driving section, we're pretty much home free. We can get our last 2 achievements and a new game completion. A well-earned one, I must say. If you made it through 2 playthroughs of this, you earned the completion, that's for sure. Especially with no saves. And if you did it one after the other like I did, like really props to you. I mean, I don't blame you for taking a break if you did, don't get me wrong. I would have taken a break, but I wanted to make sure I could make a really good guide for you guys, so I didn't take a break. Just went straight loud through. One after the other. Memorized as much as I could, wrote down what I needed to know. I don't really mention when you get achievements in this one because you get them at the end, so I figure, you know, you follow all my instructions, you do everything I do, and then you'll get all the achievements. Whereas normally I would mention, you know, you're gonna get this achievement, you're gonna get that achievement. It's easier if I don't for this, because it's all at the end anyway, so if you just copy everything, you'll be good. It's literally like giving you the answers to my test. Just don't answer it the same. That way they don't know we cheated. Make sure you always get one answer wrong. You can't get 100%. You're gonna try and get 98. Hey, I got a briefcase now. Isn't that the briefcase with my camera? Can I open it and take photos? That would be sweet. I do like the name of the game though, it's very unique, Paratopic. Like they made a good choice for that, it really grabs you. Now we get to talk to this guy again. You filling up on 4? Who you traveling with? Sure, right, you're not from around here. That's what I imagine he talks like anyway. You'd be interested in giant ball of twine? Looks like your friend is finished fueling up. Okay, thanks.
It's so cold out here.
Nope. You two drive safe now. That's why you say you too, because you're nice. And then blammo. Tape in. Repeat. Blammo. I gotta admit, I do enjoy that a little bit. Tape in. Repeat. That was a good shot too, I must admit. I got him like straight away. And now we're back up to the telly. The one that said, be seeing you soon, friendo. I mean, they weren't wrong. They saw me for a second playthrough, and if you're playing this as well for a second, then I saw you for a second. Seeing you, friendo. This reminds been Ned Flanders. Oakley dokley. The gun looks like one of those guns from a game that's gonna morph into something. We're getting close to our ending. And if you have stuck with me through this entire thing and put up with all my commentary, well, I appreciate you a lot. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. And I do hope you had fun with the game as well. I mean, there wasn't much in the way for the second playthrough. It was very repetitive, unfortunately. But it's still a pretty decent game. Like, there's no real issues with it. But yeah, now we've got the camera, so the game's over. We'll be beginning with the cutscenes, getting our last 2 achievements, which will pop. So thank you again for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't usually say this, but I please hope that you will like and subscribe my channel, because I do work hard on my videos. Once again, thank you guys for watching.
Quét mong muốn áp mình biết gì walk with you, mình nghe. Nào.